2005. My family was invited to a wedding. Whose wedding was it? It was the wedding of the son of a relative on my mom's side. We used to meet this relative once a year when he used to bring us gifts for Diwali. He used to bring us the best gifts, and we were super excited to see him at Diwali. Not because he was very close to my mom or he loved us a lot, but because he was super rich. We were very excited to go to his son's wedding. When we reached the venue, we were overwhelmed with the extravagance. It was the biggest farm in the town. The decorations were beautiful. There were dancers called from Rajasthan, specially for the wedding. And there were photographers, videographers, hanging from cranes here and there, everywhere, to capture the wedding from all angles. The groom, when he arrived, was welcomed by a procession of elephants. And the bride, once she was on the stage, she had a flight of stairs to climb to and reach an artificially created moon. And she sat on it like a princess. It was the most beautiful wedding I had seen, and it became my idea of the dream wedding. A few years later, I was having a conversation with my boyfriend about marriages and how all things are done. And somehow I happened to tell him everything about this dream wedding. I got married on January 31st, 2016. But had I been in India, I would have been married 3 to 4 years ago. And I'm not sure to the same person. The thing in India is, marriage is a union of two families and not just two souls. So it's a lot different there. We both belong to different religion and caste. And according to Indian parents, marrying somebody out of your caste is as big a crime as being an accomplice to a murder. And marrying somebody out of your religion is as heinous crime as almost committing a murder. It would have been very difficult for us to convince our parents. But with time, things changed, people changed, and so did our parents. They eventually understood that we would be unhappy without each other, and they agreed to this match. And they set the date as January 31st, 2016. Now, because we belong to these two different castes and religion, there were lots of things that had to be discussed upon, like whether the ceremonies would take place according to my customs or according to his customs, whether it would be a day wedding or it would be a night wedding, whether we would have non-vegetarian food or not, and so on. The list is endless. Thankfully, our parents did this job before we reached India, and everything was all set. The only part we had to be involved in was the fun part. It was shopping. My husband and I, we both love shopping. So we shopped with zeal for a week. We shopped for shoes, dresses, makeup, and whatever you can think of. It was a 6-day event. The preparations were grand. The venues were beautiful. And the decorations were exquisite. There were innumerable dishes, desserts, and drinks. It was as perfect as the sky is blue. All our family members surrounded us, and their faces smiled and their eyes sparkled, and they were showering us with their blessings. They were wishing for our wellness. It was so amazing to see that our families had come together despite the innumerable differences. I couldn't have wished for anything more. I didn't need a moon to climb onto when I had these beautiful stars surrounding me, dancing, singing, rejoicing, and being there with us. Our parents left no stone unturned to give us the most beautiful wedding. I felt like the queen of the world. I got my dream wedding.